Guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a fun process video with the upcoming January 2026 Crafty Crew Kit. I can't believe we're already thinking beyond the holidays, but here we are. But this one was really cool to me because it used sewing as a theme, which is something that I have a lot of friends who do, although I don't do it personally. But I like it. I liked all the little smaller stamps that came in both the stamp sets in this kit. But today we're going to be focusing on Stitch Was Love Meadow, which is kind of funny because I've used every stamp here other than Meadow, but I feel like we'll have to come back and do something with her because it's a really fun image. Although seems more very summery, or she lives in Florida or somewhere very tropical where you can wear shorts in January. But anyway, so that's basically what we're gonna do. And I did pull some of the. I guess I should let me pull out my coloring first so you can see what that looks like. I've been in a very like pink or green and green mood for some reason, and I'm not sure why, other than a movie came out that has a lot of pink and green. But I grabbed the little bits and sewing ephemera, if you will, and colored it with this sort of a neutral green and I mean almost like earthy mossy green, and then I used my favorite pink, which is R20. So I did that because I thought it would be fun to make a little cluster. But then I was kind of thinking, well, this is really vibrant. We need to kind of set it off from the background. So I grabbed one of the more neutral background papers. This is from the just with this is from the lovely as a rose. Wow, words today. Lovely as a rose pattern paper. This is mostly floral, but I grabbed this piece, which is vaguely floral, but is reads more as a texture to me. You see a lot more of the white in the leaves, but I wanted something that was kind of neutral with all the vibrancy. So I think what we're gonna, and I thought that to set this off, I really wanted to sort of lean into the gray because pink and gray is a really nice color combo too. So this is sort of like where I think I'm gonna do my focal image, and then I think we'll just put this one actually I wound up I think I'll do something like that because I kind of like that. Only assume that that's lined up a little bit better. But I think that's where we're going to go today. Although if you wanted to, obviously they're more vibrant favorites in this particular pad as well. But I don't know, I always like sort of a we're kind of doing red and green, so this is almost vaguely Christmas, although obviously the colors are pretty different, so that I don't think it would like read as Christmas to anyone. So we've got kind of our direct compliments there. And then the blue kind of gets pulled in a lot of places here, and because the green reads so neutral, um, it really doesn't pull focus too much. So I'm just going to glue this down. I'm using white glue. You can use whatever you'd like. Um, because I didn't want this to pull too much from the focal images because I wanted them to really be the star. I'm just going to do that. And this is a just a top folding A2 card base. Let me know if you like to hear all the pieces up front because I can certainly start doing that, but I just kind of talk about stuff as I go along. So this is 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. As you can see, this is a standard 5 1/4 by 4 mat. Ooh, let's not lose our pieces. And then I did a little ombre with a blue leaning green. So I thought that would I really like how this green is more vibrant than this blue, but it's really pulling sort of the greener tones out of this bluish greenish gray. So like if I put this with blue, I think this would look more blue, but it feels green doing it this way. I think we'll have our background down. I'm thinking I might want to pop up the sewing machine. We'll see when we get there, but let's glue the rest of this down, I think, because I'm pretty sure how I want this to look. I'm curious if you're watching this video, do you sew? Is sewing a theme you often do? It's a theme that I'll say I have a lot of quilter friends. So the quilted stencil that's in this set, I think I will get a ton of use out of just in sort of daily life. And then this smaller mat is 2.5 by 3.5. I was gonna do a 2 by 3, but it just made everything seem a little claustrophobic. So I really like the sewing basket is really cute. So I'm gonna basically try and ground stuff as though this were like a sewing table or something, and all these things are sort of hanging around. I want to give it enough space, and then we can think about. We could pop the. I kind of want to pop up the sewing machine, so I think we'll do that. But I will get these pieces glued down so that they can kind of dry while we're getting our foam adhesive all squared away. And the neat thing about Crafty Stamp Co. is at no additional charge, you always get the Crafty cuts in the kit, so you can cut out perfectly sized pieces of cardstock. Um, I typically color everything on a flat piece and then use my scan and cut, but I really like that the SVGs are available as an option. See if I have any. I don't think I have anything cut already. So well, I think I'm going to cut something about the width of the sewing machine, but I think I can just cut it in half, hopefully. Sometimes this is a interesting challenge, shall we say. So that's going to work well here. We do want to kind of grab a little bit more of that up. And I think if we have extra, oh, I think this extra bit we can use to sort of support the, what would you call that? This main body part of the sewing machine. Then we'll have basically foam dimensional under everything, and then we just gonna trim off this excess so that basically, like, we'll be able to see that the sewing machine is in front, which I like. It gives the whole thing a little more dimension. And you could do a bunch of different stuff, but with compositions like this, I always like to sort of set the sentiment a little off to the right. And I did wind up stamping this on shimmer white, mostly by accident, but I do like the look. It gives it a little extra bling without it being super blingy, which I think is nice for some of these kinds of cards that really aren't for a specific event. We have a nice friendish sentiment. Hope your day is stitched with joy and sprinkled with care. Very cute. So I think I want to kind of match the distance here on the bottom. And if you like, we could do a bunch of different things with the sentiment. I like this general design for cards because it helps balance all this space at the bottom, but it also kind of keeps our focus sort of in the upper third on our very cute sewing machine. So I really like how this came out. I think this would be a great sort of anytime card to send. And since we're only using one layer of foam dimensional, I don't think it'll trigger extra postage. And the neat thing about these top folding A2s is they basically stand up by themselves, which is why I like them so much. But anyway, I hope you try this out. I hope you pick up the kit. If you do either of those things, feel free to drop a comment down below. Or on my community tab in YouTube, you can post your own creations. So if you see that, feel free. Crafty Stamp Co. also has a group, and this kit will be available for purchase until the 15th of December, after which point it goes back in the vault. So if you're watching this after the 15th of December, I would go back to my channel and see if there's any new Crafty Crew stuff going on. But hopefully you'll see this. I feel like a lot of people just sort of sew in the winter, so this is a really good time for this kit to come out. And it's a nice alternative to sort of like a Valentine's Day thing, which we had last year. So anyway, thanks for checking this out, and I will talk to you again soon.